Sorry, was it bad? It was very bad. Oh, did I rip one and fucking knowing Adrian was going to have to come over and hit buttons. I like being helped.
Jim is sitting in the console chair today because I was late coming in because I was in Pittsburgh last night. But Jim he's not a master of the buttons just yet. He's getting there.
Yeah, what is that? It's just, you got to know what to hit and what not to hit, and that's it.
But that means Adrian has to come over and help him with some of the buttons.
Did you hear my fart?
I've heard it, but I didn't have to go over and live in it.
Danny, did you get any before?
Yeah. You get the wind as it went by.
Was it bad?
The whiff. Yeah, it was bad.
Denny walks back in here.
I don't know anybody who has said, yeah, it's good.
He left to
do
get
another one.
He left to get a fork and knife and a plate because he's got to cut his omelet.
No, it was cut already.
Well, then what'd you get a fork and a knife?
I didn't know it was cut.
Oh, I see.
Oh, you didn't. You thought it was uncut, and then you found out it was cut, and you were happy. Do you prefer it when it's uncut or cut? Yeah, Danny's got a mouthful of cut.
Mouthful,
So, Danny, let me ask you: when was the last time you cried? We were talking about Danny
We were
crying.
talking about this before.
I know, but we didn't finish it.
Because Denny is not emotionally in touch with himself.
But I'm surprised because we tease Danny, but he's a pretty emotionally sturdy guy.
Right. Except for I only know one thing that bothers him.
Yeah. What was that?
The self-suck stuff.
He hated that.
He doesn't like that.
No, he didn't go for
We don't talk about that anymore.
No, we don't.
So
No,
what was the last time you really wept?
Yeah.
I don't know. Could you recall the list? You said...
It's probably recently, though, but then you're a guy like Anthony. Anthony will say, Anthony says weird shit. Yeah, I'll be there, but then he doesn't come. But then he'll do things like, he said the last time he cried was when his dad died. And now I'm amazed that a guy's gone 20 years without crying. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Just able to wall things off and not get, affected by them.
Yeah, I've gotten when I was watching that movie Room with Brie Larson, I had a couple of good cries throughout that movie. And I don't cry during movies.
Yeah, what a queer. Why?
I know. I'd never cried during movies. But
Why, are you jealous that you wish you could be locked in a room with a kid?
Well, no, I liked what the guy who owned the room was doing to her every night. I was like, lucky girl. But, I normally don't cry during movies. I cried during, the happy parts.
Ew.
Of that movie, and I've never...
What a crud.
Never done that.
What part of the happy part did you cry? When William H. Macy wouldn't talk to her?
That's not a happy part.
Oh.
When the kid gets a dog, right? When the kid is escaped and he gets a dog. I was like, oh my God, he got a dog. I started crying. I couldn't control myself.
Why? What kind of dog did he get?
I don't know. He just really wanted a dog because he didn't know they were real because he read it in a book.
Oh, he thought they were fake?
Yeah. And then, because he didn't know anything outside the world of the
Yeah, but then he got the dog
room.
and he hurt it. Didn't he hurt it with a rock?
No, I don't think that
happened. Different room. Sorry,
That's mice and men.
It's a different room altogether.
Funny.
Oh, you know what made me, I'll tell you what made me cry it's probably about 2 years ago now. Mm-hmm. It was a BuzzFeed post.
Oh.
I know exactly what you're going to say.
The dog?
Yep.
Yeah. Did this get you too?
It got me close.
What
dog?
I
was literally
I didn't see the dog. She just left. Hey, Chris, fuck off.
I was sobbing. I had a real cry.
All right, let me see the post. Hold on. Can we do this?
Yeah.
Can you somehow tell Adrian the post and I could see it and see if it affects me at all?
Yeah, you talk
I won't fake it. I'll be honest.
I just look it up and you talk to Denny.
Okay. So, Denny, what are you eating on your omelet?
I'm eating an egg white. It looks like turkey and avocado.
Now, what would you like for Christmas? What do you want for this? Holiday?
I'd like world peace for Christmas. What do I want for Christmas?
Yeah, for real. What do you want?
That's kind of a tough question. I mean, I'm happy, in my life. I have a good career. I have good friends. I have a good family life. I'm here to be part of the Jim and Sam show. What else do I need?
Okay.
Now we're going to watch this post.
Let's see what this video is. This is a post?
Okay.
It's a post. It's not a video. I can't even,
You
look
have to
at
watch it. You have to.
Dude, I
Come
can't.
on, we have to.
It's not, yeah.
We have to watch it together. I don't
It's
know.
not a video.
Are you
Roberts.
a dog person?
Yeah, who isn't?
Did you grow up with dogs?
No, but I like cats. I love animals. I
It's
love
different.
animals. My only act of bravery in my life was saving a cat. Let me see. This is a dog. I died today. By Duke Roberts. Oh, good. I wish they spelled Sam wrong. I wish. That must make me so hopeful.
It's a picture of a dog, and it looks like he's only got 3.
Where's his stupid leg?
Got 3 legs.
Oh, great.
But you see he's got the plate full of hamburgers and cheeseburgers in front of him. Which
yeah,
is
exactly. Probably stole them, and they cut his leg off. He's part of a cartel. Do you want me to read this?
Already, that photo is making me really upset because it's obvious that they know they're going to put him to sleep. So they're giving him all these cheeseburgers so he can have a great last day.
Oh, cool. Let me see. I'll go back.
Putting a dog to sleep
And I
is
ate
really
a lot of
rough.
hamburgers. We had a party, and I laughed. All right, he's got 3 legs. This lady's standing there.
He's so loved.
Nice shiny coat. Of course he is. And I thought about how much I'm going to miss it here.
Fuck.
No, you read it, Sam, the next one.
Oh, and it says we told jokes and all the families around him.
What kind of joke does a dog like? 2 cats walk into a bar. They own it. Hey, you hear what happened? You have a Polish cat, a black cat, and a white cat. What happened? All 3 cats were killed. The dog's laughing. Hey, you want to hear a joke? 2 Jews walk into a bar. What happened? They sniffed each other's crotches. Hi-oh!
Just
What
dog
kind of-
material.
Dog material. Dog material. Oh my God, I feel like I died and went to peanut butter. Hi! What are some dog jokes? It's fucking hot as cunt in here. Can you turn that down? I mean sexually when you walked in. Okay. Okay, so we told jokes. Can we go back down a little bit more?
It says we told jokes.
Told you.
Yeah, more?
Yeah.
Sam?
We were serious.
And then it said,
Yeah.
if Denny's already going to read
Well,
it
yeah,
for
Sam's
me.
gonna.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
Sam.
okay. You eat your omelet.
It says we were serious, and the dog is just kind of looking.
XM. It's a picture of it's the serious
The
dog.
dog was like, "You can't be serious."
Okay, we were serious.
XM.
Now what?
And then it says, my friend from next door came to see me. They're twins. When someone offered them one of my hamburgers, one said, "No, thank you. I don't want to take any from Dookie." Ew.
Yeah, that's terrible. And the 2 kids are lying on top of each other. They don't want to take any from Dookie. I stepped in Dookie once. I hated it. Go ahead.
Some of them are easy ones. Kristen came to see me. She's a hoot. She's my groomer and my buddy.
My groomer, she helps him get children. Oh no, she's a helpful pedo.
Not having the same effect on you as it did the
No.
other time, right?
It's just such a loved dog with like
Yes.
this whole.
I love dogs.
Yeah, exactly. Eating everybody's burgers.
Why
Fuck
don't you
them.
make the window smaller so we can
Dog's
see
a
it without
cock.
scrolling it?
3-legged burden. Hey, have a burger. All right, what else?
While we were waiting for the vet to come.
Ew. They want some guy from Vietnam to blow a load.
Lieutenant Dan is just masturbating.
Yeah, exactly. With his no legs. Hold on. Go ahead.
Lieutenant Diane.
I lost my 2 legs, but I still got my 3rd.
Yeah, she got my 1 leg. She smelled like hamburgers. Go ahead, sweetie.
While we were waiting for the vet to come, Kristen said we were going for a walk. Then someone said, "How about a play in the water at the splash park down the street?" So off we went.
Okay, so there's a picture of them in
They're
a car.
taking him to like have like a fun day.
Sure.
You know, and then it's a photo of the girl and the dog, and they're talking to each other, and the quote says, "You know, I'm going to miss you, right?
Yeah, and the dog looks all happy.
And you too, right?" Oh, and the dog's looking at the camera when he says, "And you too, right?"
Yes.
And then he says, "I need you to help me watch over my family. Did you hear me? This is all I want." And now the dog's like, yelling. It's kind of being cute or whatever. So we got wet today. And then the groomer and the family's there, and they're at the water park, and the dog is just loving
Yeah,
it.
just dragging this 1-legged hunk of shit under the rainbow. 3-legged, whatever it is.
It says we smile today, and the dog's having a really good day.
Yeah, good.
We felt grateful today. I don't know if dogs can feel grateful.
They can't.
We broke the rules today.
Your dog's licking her pussy. Okay, go ahead.
It says I listened to the kids play off in the distance
Yay! Tugged your pecker, I bet.
and thought about my 2 babies at home. I loved protecting them. It's in past tense.
Yeah.
I can't
What? They're in the park. What happened?
It says I relaxed today.
That's nice to relax. What is she doing?
She's putting the drugs in the needle that you inject into a dog, so first it goes to sleep, and then you can put the other drugs in it to stop its heart.
Oh.
Maybe it just has an allergy.
Go ahead.
Because I get allergy shots like that.
I wish you'd get allergy shots like that.
Okay, so what happened? They put it to sleep. Let's go to the next one. There's a picture of the lady.
I felt no pain even though the tumor grew so big. It's like Dennis being on this show. Oh, and the dog is just falling asleep. I felt loved today.
Aw.
I said goodbye to my beautiful friend Kira.
By the way, Kira's the one writing that, so she had to put in that little fucking thing for herself.
Yeah.
I said goodbye to my big-titted hot friend Kira.
She saw me standing over everybody before the doctor said it was time. I was excited and jumping and happy. Oh, and then she's giving the dog a kiss. Well, I didn't say goodbye. I said till we meet again. God, I was lucky. Our time was short, but you both gave me a second chance. It's getting you, Adrian?
A little bit.
Isn't it crazy that it gets you even with fucking Norton's like
Him fucking around.
Yeah, it's still like
Dude. Everybody likes fucking.
I know because
Everybody likes fucking dogs. You can say that again.
it says, but you both gave me a second chance and we lived it up together. You love when I look at you and I'll never stop.
No, you didn't read. You read that too fast.
I read it fine.
No, you didn't. That's not right. Go back a little bit.
That's what it
Jesus.
says.
But you ready? You ran through it. I couldn't even hear you. I'm busy.
Dennis, by the way, has the same fucking goofy 70s schlock jock smile on his face.
Yeah, what'd you say?
Just remains unaffected.
Yeah.
It says, God, I was lucky. Our time was short, but you both gave me a second chance and we lived it up together. You love when I look at you. I'll never stop.
Thank you, Sam.
That's not what I'm saying to you.
That was nice.
Always Dookie, and there's his paw. Ugh, I hate that.
Why do you hate his paw? Because you know that there's not one on the other side?
You've never put a dog to sleep.
Sure I have. I've talked to it. I got bored. I fucking, let me see his adoption video. They got Dookie adopted 3 years ago. They can only make him last 3 years?
Well, it's an old dog.
What careless owners. Oh, you looking at Dookie? That's great. They name him after shit.
By the way,
It's great. Our dog's Turd and Dookie. And Log. Our cat's name is Log.
this is a little much, this music video.
Yeah, turn it off.
It's like, okay,
Enough
relax.
with Dookie. Wait, see, he's only got 4 legs there, and then he's got 3. They took one of his legs off because he probably fucking barked. They beat him with his own leg.
No, because he had the tumor.
No, I think Jim's right.
No,
You
it
think
was
so?
disciplinary.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dookie.
No, that's nice. You adopt Dookie, you take one of his legs off, you hit him with it,
Yeah.
laugh.
Maybe they were Green Day fans.
That made you
and
cry?
they- After the Dookie album.
Yeah, no, that made me cry. And then I cried. It was I think it was more recently when we put my last dog to sleep.
Well, your dog, I can understand.
Yeah,
Asa
yeah.
Akira's here, by the way, Asa. So why'd you put your dog to sleep? Just getting annoying, or?
He was old and he couldn't see or hear anymore at
Oh.
all.
Okay.
And so, like, his quality of life was for shit. It was just terrible.
Put her there, please. Yeah, it's easier just to...
Yeah. Yeah, his quality of life was
Was no
terrible.
good?
And like, at some point, that's the worst part. Like, at some point. Like, that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm an advocate for putting Travis's dog to sleep. Is because his quality of life is just terrible. Like,
Absolutely.
should have put him to sleep a long time ago. Right over there.
How dare you?
Yeah, no, I think I think it's a good idea. I think
Yeah.
all Dexter is about time you get a whole bunch of cheeseburgers.
I absolutely think so,
getting
too. But why even pay all that? Just cheeseburgers and a fucking hammer on his head. Crash his head.
How old's your dog?
He's 2. Oh. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Adrian, you got to hit the button. Jim doesn't know
Sorry,
how to hit
which,
the
turn
button.
our
hold
mic
on,
on.
which one is it? Hold on.
Jim's in the.
Tell me which one it is.
Jim's
Guess.
in the captain's chair for the first time today.
Yes.
So he's not familiar with all the buttons.
Congratulations.
Yeah, no, it's an exciting
There
day
you
for you
go.
to be
And
here.
I heard you got a new gig. Congratulations on that.
Oh, thank you so much.
Do you say it Asa or Asa?
Asa.
It is Asa. Okay. What's good
Well,
to
you
see
have a
again.
new gig too.
I do.
You're on KFC Radio now.
I am on KFC Radio, and I'm a full-time employee at Barstool Sports.
That's
and
amazing.
It's my first real job ever.
Yeah.
I'm 32. I've been doing like sex work for my entire adult life. So
Do you still
That's what-
do it, or did you stop?
I am still doing it. I only shoot for Wicked Pictures now, and I shoot 1 movie a month.
Are they
So-
condom only Wicked Pictures?
They are.
Yeah, there was one of the companies that were on condom only. Were you happy about that, or are you like, ugh?
No. We've been condom only since like the beginning of time.
And you prefer
So-
that?
I'm happy to be with Wicked, and I am totally, happy to be condom only. I don't think it should be mandatory, like as, for the industry as a whole or anything.
That's just their policy.
Yeah.
It's weird how people get into broadcasting because Dennis also, before he got into radio, was in sex work, but his work is only on the deep web.
Absolutely.
Like you can't find it.
And he
in
won't-
any mainstream sources.
And they tried to go condom only, but Dennis is like, no, it bothers his rectum. I'm just teasing you, Dennis.
It's okay.
You remember when you said that, Dennis?
That's it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, that's definitely. I think condoms in the rectum are definitely something you get used to.
You do, right?
Yeah.
See, Dennis, we
You
don't.
know. Jim.
How long does it take to get yours out of there, Sam? Huh?
There's a whole bunch of them up
Fucking
there.
Den-
Yeah, they just get stuck.
We just, by the way, before you came in, we were talking because Dennis is emotionally. He died in 1971. Emotionally, he doesn't cry. I'm a
3.
blubbering idiot with movies, and Sam cries at dog videos. Are you a crier or not?
Not like
I'm
like
with
dogs,
Sam.
like the dog's last day, dogs getting put to sleep, all that stuff
Anything
kills
with
me.
dogs.
Kills me.
I will cry. Any commercial with dogs, I will cry. I cried the other day at a Barbie commercial. I cry a lot.
Why a
cried at
Barbie commercial?
You saw the black one. You didn't like it, right? Me neither. Sin.
No, it was one of those commercials where it was very like, when little girls play with Barbies, they think about their dreams or something like that. And I was just like, oh my God, it's
I used to have dreams.
This was funny. Did you see this?
This was
Oh
funny.
God, is that Marley and Me?
Yeah.
That's why I'll never watch a dog movie. You would never catch me watching
Yeah.
a dog
I
movie.
didn't see Marley and
They
Me.
all end the same way because dogs,
Yeah.
all dogs, they die.
All
and so-
dogs
I
go
thought
to
it was about the
heaven.
reggae
That's
singer.
true. They're like the black people of humans.
Right.
Or of animals.
Right, exactly.
Why?
You put a dog in a movie,
Oh.
it's going to be
It's
the
gonna
lifespan of the
die.
dog. Yeah.
Yeah, black people always get killed in films first.
True.
That's what
Yeah,
they
they
put.
do.
A fact.
So
Yeah,
let
they
me-
do.
okay, so did
That's
you?
why Dennis is such a movie buff. He loves them.
He sure is. Dennis is a far right winger, but he's a good guy. So we just watched the dog video with Sam where they posted about the dog. Like that stuff gets to you?
Like
yeah.
a dog.
Okay.
It doesn't get to you?
It does, yeah. But I mean, that one didn't. But I'm being obnoxious. Like Mother always said that when something sad happens, I make a dumb remark. But yeah, I'm a crybaby.
It's your defense mechanism.
It is, yeah.
It comes from a place of pain.
So how did you get the or how did you get the gig at Barstool? That's a huge podcast.
So I wrote a book last year, and then I went on not KFC Radio, but on Mail Time, one of their podcasts, to promote it. And I just really got along with Kevin, and I got along with everyone at Barstool, and they were basically like, "Do you want to work here?" And I had been looking, I used to do DVD ASA, which you were on, Jim.
Yes.
And, that ended, and I really wanted to do another show or like a podcast or something. So it came along at the perfect time, and I just got really, really lucky.
Why did it, with David show was the you could put the heat on just a little bit, it's a little chilly in here. With David, you guys did a very fun podcast. It was honest. It was really good. What happened to it?
Dave is just taking a different direction with his life, and we never made any money with that show. It only cost Dave money.
Well, he's got a lot
So
from Facebook.
He has a lot of it.
Yeah.
So I don't feel bad or anything.
Right.
But
But
if you're
I
on the
mean-
podcast, you'd like for income to be coming in via the
it would
podcast.
be nice. Yeah, it
'cause-
was. Yeah, it was basically like my social life for 2 years, and then so it was just for fun, and
and
you
then when
wanted to-
Barstool comes to you and you're like, you can make money off these things?
I know I was like, what?
What?
But yeah, it's cool. So I'm 2 weeks out of the month. I'm in New York now, and Barstool's such a fun environment. I think it's the perfect transition for me, out of porn, which is super fun, into a real job, which didn't sound like so much fun. But
So you like porn? Like a lot of people have a weird thing with porn where they think, oh, it's terrible, it's bad, but you actually you enjoy it, and you came from a background that was not necessarily typical of someone who gets into
yeah,
porn.
no, not at all. I'm actually from the city.
A big appler.
A big appler.
That's what
Do
Sam
people
says.
say that?
Yeah, Sam.
I
says.
don't-
You must not be from New York.
Yeah, he
I
says that.
thought-
Sam said he's big appler a lot. I'm like, what?
I just
Nobody
thought
says
that's
that.
I thought that's what people
Pecos.
say because I live in Westchester, so I thought
Yeah, it shows.
I thought Big Appler was no.
But yeah, so I didn't know anybody, and I didn't even know a hooker growing up.
Oh boy,
so,
I could have talked to you.
But I was always really, really fascinated by just I got arrested once for shoplifting, and I met a hooker in central bookings.
How old
and
were
I
you?
I must have been 18 because I was in bookings. But I just remember thinking oh my God, this is the coolest person I've ever met in my whole life. I had been waiting for someone like that to cross paths with. And
What did your
so
parents do?
My dad's a photographer, and my mom runs a not-for-profit organization. So they're very not in porn at all, obviously.
And what question was, what were you stealing?
It was a bottle of Ralph Lauren True Romance or Romance. That was a perfume, and I don't even want to say where because I go there all the time.
Okay. So your parents were like
But
Sam-
still kind of free spirits, though.
Oh,
It seems
yeah.
like your parents were still like your
They're
dad's specific.
creatives,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
But you're educated. You went to college.
I went to private school.
You did?
So I went to Manhattan private school, the United Nations school. So I feel like I got a head start in that way. I did not go to college. I went straight into being a dominatrix,
Oh, you
right
were a
out of high
dom?
school. Yeah,
Were you? How old were you when you lost your virginity?
13.
Wow. Oh, wow. That's young. Okay.
It's not though. Not for New York.
Really?
Was the guy?
It is
was
for
the guy your age?
Westchester.
No, the
For
guy.
Westchester, that's
Oh,
young.
yeah.
For New Jersey, that's young too.
The guy was like 1 year older than me.
So it was
Nothing creepy.
A guy you liked and liked
Yeah.
you. So the dominatrix work. Did you like being dominant, or that was just kind of where the market was?
I think I'm naturally pretty submissive sexually. But it was such a new world, and I was learning stuff every day, and it's like such a power trip, I think. And it was the first time I had ever put on a strap on or just felt that kind of power. So it was really, really eye opening.
So wait, the dominatrix thing. What made you say, I'm going to do that sexually? Like of all the, had you ever done it in your personal life? or
No,
no?
I had never done it. At that point I had never done anything in the sex world. I think I replied to an ad on Craigslist once in high school to be a hooker, and I chickened out. But these were the kinds of dreams and aspirations I had.
So you're playing with your Barbies, and when you did have dreams, it was hooker Barbie and
Right,
Yeah.
dominatrix
right. And look at
Barbie.
me
Why is
now.
Barbie squatting over Ken's face?
So I was just walking down the street one day, and this dude came up to me, and he was like, "Are you interested in being in the adult entertainment industry?" And for me, it was as if he were an angel.
Wow.
I was like, "Oh my God, I've been waiting for you my whole life. Yes, I do want to be in the adult entertainment industry." And he
Can you
was like,
imagine
"Well,
by the-
follow me upstairs."
Because that
And-
guy, he does that to people, and usually you have to convince girls.
Yeah, there was no convincing.
You're like, yes, I've been waiting for that
Yes.
question.
You're probably still his only recruit. That guy's been before and after. You're beautiful. Imagine walking up to a beautiful woman and she goes,
my
"Yes, I would
God.
love to do that."
And he was so shady looking, he was missing his front teeth. He had a ponytail.
Oh no.
I mean, he was totally shady looking. And I followed him upstairs to a dungeon, and I began training the next day.
That's the other thing. That's the other tough sell. It's like, do you want to be in the adult industry? Yes. Will you follow me upstairs?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it was. I mean, I was with my ex at the time, so I mean, I felt sort of safe.
Oh, you were
but-
walking with a guy and he asked you that?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's pretty brave.
Oh, and you
Yeah.
know what's the worst part is at that time I was addicted to OxyContin. So I was not only was I just walking down the street, I had just thrown up because I used to just barf all the time.
How
Back when I
enchanting.
was on
That's so
opiates.
weird.
What a delight.
Sick baby used to do that too.
Oh,
'cause-
Yeah, he-
were you on opiates?
No, he's a premature baby.
Yeah, he can't help it.
You're so special.
Yeah.
God, that's gross.
He doesn't like doing hard work.
No, he doesn't. He gets nervous and he throws up on himself.
He does that. He does that, and I got in trouble at the Christmas party.
Yeah, well.
It's because you have no soul.
I guess.
It's
No,
1971.
yeah.
So wait, your first time dominating somebody, what happened? You go there. How long do you train for?
A day. And it was on the guy that recruited me. He
Oh,
was a sub.
what a coincidence. He was a
Yeah.
big sub.
Looking back, I mean, I'm so glad I did that happened back then, because now if it were to happen, I'd be like, hell no, get away from me or I'm calling the police.
Right.
How do you train for that? Because you
So-
need to have a certain confidence, right? That you're going to be able to dominate
Yeah.
this man. And if it doesn't come naturally to you, you could.
I mean, back then, a lot of that confidence came just from being high.
Right, I forgot you're on oxys. Yeah.
So there was that. And
Was
then
your boyfriend in the room?
training-
Sorry to interrupt you. Was your
He
boyfriend in the
was
room?
my husband at the time.
Wait, he was with you in the room when you did this?
No, the training, no.
Okay.
But he was very open. We were in an open relationship. He,
Marriage.
he was 30 when I was 19. So he had quite a bit of experience on him. He was obviously not a conventional guy.
Sure.
So the training was I think on my first day I sounded him which is like
Yeah, you open the cock hole.
Yeah.
Wait.
I've never done it, but
What is
can you
that?
explain what sounding is?
Yeah, I don't know
So
what that
sounding
is.
is basically there's like imagine a metal
Dennis, stop
rod
nodding. Dennis is just nodding, going,
metal
yeah,
rod.
He's thinking
exactly.
of that movie with Paul Winfield.
about as thick
Sounder.
as a like this cord, this microphone
Oh
cord
my God,
right
that's
here.
really thick.
And then I mean they come in all different sizes, but and you insert it into a man's urethra, and it's crazy because like you put the tip in and then it just kind of like sucks the rest of it up. Like
Do you lube it?
I don't remember. I mean, yeah, I'm sure I did. But and then there's ones that can like electrocute you.
But that's where you started?
Yeah, oddly, like
Wow.
I did that on my first day.
Right
What
into
else
the
did I
deep
do?
end.
Yeah, because usually it's like, ooh, I'm going to whip you.
Spanking.
It was
Oh, you've been
shockingly
bad.
not a lot of spanking, or like they call it corporal punishment. Like very little of that. More like humiliation.
Well, when you got a steel rod in your
Sounding.
fucking pee hole, spanking seems a little bit like child's play.
But you know what? Everyone, it made me really, really. It opened my eyes and like made me way less judgmental. Because like everyone's into something weird is what I realized there.
So when you start sounding, which I've never even done. I'm a dirty guy and I've never even come close to that.
You should do it.
Nah, it doesn't appeal to me.
But I don't think it's necessarily like levels.
Right,
like
I
that's
agree.
just like I'm sure you do stuff that's like way crazier
Oh,
than
well,
that.
on a different right. It's all
On a
parallel.
different level, yeah.
Right.
So you're doing sounding with this guy the first day, and your first client.
Why
the
is it
first,
called sounding, by the way?
I
Do we
honestly
know?
probably because you
No.
scream.
It makes a lot of sound. I don't know.
So you do this the first day. Who's your first client? The first time you show up, what was your dom name?
Suki is the
Suki.
name I went by, but I didn't choose that name. It was given to me.
Okay.
The first client I ever had was he wanted to just do a role play where basically we were sitting on the subway and he kept looking at me and then I was telling him to stop looking at me. And then I basically just like shamed him for being a creep.
And was he jerking off?
And he jerked off, yeah.
Why what did you say to him? Like, how do you shame somebody for jerking off? Are you insulting them physically?
This was like a decade ago.
Yeah.
I guess I was like, you're disgusting. Like, you're a piece of shit. I
You
mean,
loved
I don't
that.
even have it in me anymore. Yeah, at the time, I really, really loved it.
But
It
he
was
loved
so
it when
fun.
you
Oh,
were-
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
See, here's why I'm asking that, because I talked to a girl recently, and she was talking about dominating somebody in an escort scenario. And she told me that this guy wanted to be humiliated
Mm-hmm.
and dressed like a girl and humiliated, but and talked down to. And she's transgender, so he wanted to be dressed. And she said that he said, "Say anything you want, but just don't call me," because he was obese. He goes, "Don't call me fat. I know I'm fat." Like that was his thing.
That's my thing.
What?
I have so much in common with this guy. I love being called like a whore and a slut, and just like I like to be a little bit degraded. Maybe not so much humiliated, but I like being degraded.
Sure.
But as soon as someone calls me fat, I'm like,
Who would call you fat?
Yeah, but you're not fat.
You're not fat.
I mean,
So it's like
but
calling you
I'm-
Irish.
But I'm
crazy.
Yeah.
But I'm a girl, right?
Sure.
So like, I mean, we all have those insecurities and stuff. But it's interesting where like, someone draws the line.
Well, that's crazy from you though. Like from a guy who's fat, because you're beautiful. Like a guy who's fat, I could go that's your Achilles.
Right.
But for you, I could see like you saying, "Hey, I don't want an ethnic slur. Or I don't want this and that." But
I
it's
don't
odd.
even mind that. Yeah.
Wow. Do the guys say that to you?
Not
That
really,
wouldn't
no.
occur to me in bed to say to somebody. So you're doming all these people. What were your limits? Did you have any limits? Because everyone has things they
Yeah,
won't do.
I wouldn't do any like scat play.
Sure, you wouldn't shit on them.
Yeah.
Did you get requests for it?
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
What would they ask you to do?
I would pee on guys and I would fuck them in their ass, but I would absolutely not do anything to do with shit. I wouldn't even like be in the room if another girl was shitting on
So
him.
when you used the first strap-on thing you ever did, how did that work?
I put on a strap on.
No, I mean like this scenario. Did he say, "I want you"? No, yeah, trust me, I know.
One leg at a time, just like everyone else.
No, but I mean like, did he say, "I want you to do this," or did you say, "Fuck it, I want to do this," or did you have to be talked into it?
I knew going into it that he was someone who liked that. And he chose me and they were like, "Are you comfortable doing that?" And I was like, "I don't know," because at that time I had never even been fucked in the ass myself. So but I was like, okay, I want to try it. I mean, it sounds like a lot of fun. And then I did. But I feel bad for the guy now because now having done so much anal, I think I'm so much better at giving it. And there's just
Practice
a
makes
technique
perfect.
to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, I don't want, I wouldn't want a girl fucking my ass with a strap on unless she had done anal because it's such a especially because with a strap on, like you can't feel the dick on you.
Right.
So it's very, I don't know. It's,
Dennis
you're
was
kind
saying-
of removed from it.
Dennis
in
was
a
saying
way.
something similar on 70s on 7 recently as he was introing a song.
That's true. Dennis the
What
Menace.
was it?
What song was it?
No. What was the
I'll
anecdote?
tell you the song. Hit me with your best shot.
I'm just taking this all in. How do you feel about that?
Well said, Dennis.
It's a little pun.
Yeah, Dennis, you want to ask her a question?
Yeah,
you can
what-
ask her a question. You're more than welcome.
Zsa Zsa Gabor died.
Yeah, how do you-
Yeah, she did.
Yeah,
She, well, yeah,
99.
the rest of her did. She had
Well,
started
she was
dying years
alive?
ago. Yeah, she was
Yeah.
She
99.
was alive.
It's
Yeah.
kind of
I don't know
about
what's more
time.
surprising.
99. She was
She was on
married.
life support
Yeah.
for 5 years.
Yeah.
5 years.
Which I think is very cruel. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is really cruel, and that is some rich people shit.
Yeah.
Like, to keep someone on life support for 5 years.
She had 9 husbands.
Oh, that's my dream.
Really? Are you married again or no?
I'm married again. This is my second one, and I would like to do it 7 more times.
Wait, are you not enjoying this marriage?
No, I'm immensely enjoying this marriage. But I think the most romantic thing in the world is when two people get divorced and then marry each other again.
Wow. Have you
Like-
guys talked divorce or no?
No.
Oh, you're happily
not yet.
married. Okay.
Yeah, not yet.
But are you the type that's going to like eventually create a fight out of nothing just so you can have that conflict, just so you can come back together?
I mean, I am a woman.
Yeah. That's it.
Do you guys fight a lot or no?
Actually, we don't. This is definitely the healthiest relationship I've ever been in because I'm a fighter.
Are you?
For sure. And I'm crazy.
Do you still do drugs or no?
No, I'm sober.
Oh, okay. So what do you get crazy about?
I mean, again, I'm a woman.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And that
But
rage can be a fun
I
drug
don't know,
too, can it?
I'm
Yes.
moody. I'm pretty jealous, despite being in porn.
Well, what does he do?
He's in porn.
Oh,
no.
okay. Well, they have to be though. That to me, that
But-
makes sense because you understand the difference between a work dynamic and a personal
Yeah,
relationship.
but
dynamic.
being a
Totally.
jealous person, that's not
Yeah,
the greatest
but
thing
I'm
in
a
the
lot,
world.
of, a lot of people are important.
But
Yeah.
I'm not jealous at all about sex. Like he can do whatever he wants on set. He can have sex with anyone he wants. I don't care. It's like the emotional stuff. Like
When you see him laughing with somebody.
oh my god, that kills me.
That
Oh,
drives you
yeah.
crazy,
That
right?
if a girl can make him laugh, I'm like, get her out of our lives.
Really?
That's the way
You don't want a
girls
girl
are,
cracking
yeah.
them up? Wow.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's not like a rational thing, but there it is.
That's really interesting that it's the emotional stuff that
Yeah.
would be a threat to you.
Yeah, because sex is pretty like I don't know. I mean, you can do it with people you don't love, or I don't know.
Right.
It's just different, I guess.
And there's something like you can't get like if it's just sex, like you could get better and worse at sex, right? Like it's an act. Like
Yeah.
if he looks like he's falling for somebody else, you know, it's like
Yeah.
you're out of control. You're like, what
Yeah,
what
there's
do you mean?
nothing I can do about
Right.
that. It's too late to work on my personality.
right, it's
Like-
done. This is the best you're gonna get.
Right.
Yeah, this
I've already peaked.
This is the improved version of you.
Yeah, exactly.
But sexually, you can always change stuff.
Yeah, and not only that, like you know, you could fuck someone that you love fucking today, but you don't want to like watch Netflix with them.
Right, right.
So it's that whole thing.
Do you guys but what's the difference between sex together and sex when you guys are on set? Is it just much more loving together, or is it similar sometimes?
No, it's definitely similar because I met him on a porn set.
Oh, you guys shot together?
Yeah, we shot together. I met him in my first DP scene ever.
Wow.
That's so
he-
romantic.
yeah, I know. There was another guy
really
there
sweet.
in my ass when I met him.
Wow.
Oh,
You had
So-
me at.
Pretty much.
of all the dicks that were inside me, I chose yours.
That's awesome. That's such an
Yeah.
awesome way to meet, though. So it's a double penetration, which means one in the vagina, one in the anus,
Yes.
and he was in the vagina.
He was in both.
Oh, he was.
I mean, they were going back and forth.
How do they stay
Oh.
hard for that? I'm amazed that men in porn can stay hard during that. I would panic and lose my erection.
pills.
It's because you're neurotic.
I'm crazy.
Yeah.
But I mean, my dick is very tentative anyway. My dick is like Samuel the Shy Sea Lion. It fucking backs out all the time.
It does.
My
It's
dick's
unreliable.
awful. Very unreliable. It really is. It's the fucking. So you guys, he's fucking you with another guy, and their dicks are just almost touching, and they're both functioning fine.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, he's European, so I don't think he's definitely not gay, but he's comfortable. You
No,
know?
I don't even mean in a homoerotic or homophobic way. I just mean simply
No, I know,
the
yeah.
pressure of people watching you. Fuck, you got to keep your dick hard while the other guy's fucking. It's so much.
Well, he's been doing it for 22 years now.
Oh.
Wow.
So I would say he's like used to it.
Does he take pills?
Yeah, everyone in porn.
They
takes-
do, right? How about
yeah.
Caverjet?
I know.
What?
I personally know
Yeah.
maybe like 4 or 5 guys that do that. It's for quadriplegics. It's an injection that goes in the base of your penis, and like Viagra is like it'll help you,
Right.
but you have to be horny still. You know,
Right.
Like it helps you get hard, but Caverject is like you don't have to be horny at all. It's an insta boner.
Is it Ject or Jet?
I imagined it to be Caverject.
You might be.
'Cause
You're
you
probably
inject it,
right. Yes.
but I've never seen it in written form.
Caverject. You're correct.
Okay.
Which hole was your husband in when you realized you were falling for him?
Probably the vagina.
Oh, that's yeah. I thought
I don't
so.
know. You thought
That's it's just cuter. Like you know what I mean?
Sounded like a bottle of
don't
wine.
know.
We'll have some Caverject, please.
I'll bet you
It
will.
does.
For the lady.
It sounds fancy and
Yeah,
expensive
or
too.
cheese.
Can't you fuck your dick up with that stuff though? That's
Yeah,
that freaks me out. I'll
definitely.
take Cialis, but the fucking Caverject.
Injections into it. Yeah.
Nah, that's bad
Well,
stuff.
I think you become like reliant on it, and I think you reach a certain point where you can't get hard without it. It's also really dangerous because like I know guys who've broken their dicks on it
Well, is it 'cause you
it
don't
gets
feel it?
so hard and you don't feel it, and the girl will just be riding you so hard, and I mean, we feel pain for a reason, right? And
right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's just. Yeah, it's,
Or the blood won't go back down through it. Like you
Yeah,
can
that
get
happens
your dick gets
too.
black like or purple because the
Yeah.
blood they have to
you have to
drain your cock.
it.
That's really freaking
Crazy.
me out. But I guess everyone uses the pills now.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much everyone.
You know, a lot of
uses
people,
it.
and I always wonder, like, from your perspective, Dennis Falcone here has only had sex with one woman. Did you know that?
Your whole life?
Yep.
I actually didn't know
Are
that.
you
Yeah,
married?
that's right.
Yes. Yes.
That's. I mean, I find that to be pretty romantic.
yes.
Is it?
But also, aren't you so curious?
No, not really.
Isn't she so curious?
Yes.
That's what it is. I mean, were you high school sweethearts? Or?
No, we just met when we were in college.
Okay.
But like,
I didn't know
Like
that.
for you, I don't think it's as bad because kind of like
And we're
I mean,
old too.
a pussy's a pussy's a pussy, right?
I mean,
the
not
name of
really.
I mean, like
No.
And it was just it was just
No?
again it was a different time. Like we didn't go away together on vacation before we were married.
You didn't.
No, I'd be watching TV over her house at until 11 o'clock. Her dad
Netflix
would,
and chill?
No, not back then. And her dad would come down and say, "All right, getting late, isn't it?"
You're like, okay.
then you have to go
And
home.
I'd have
So
to go
were you
home.
married before you had sex with each other, or were you like already in like a real relationship
No, we had sex before we were married.
before married?
Dang,
but you were already
hey.
committed.
Yeah,
You-
I was
Oh,
crazy.
my
Yeah,
God.
yeah,
Dennis.
Dennis doesn't play games. He's fucking cock slinging all over the campus.
Man,
but
I didn't know we
you-
were going to go here.
She talked me into it. I was like, "Whoa, wait."
She
a
did,
second
right?
here.
Really?
Yeah.
You didn't want to?
No, I didn't. She said, "We're going out for a couple of years now." I said, "Okay."
Couple of
couple of
years?
years?
Yeah, it was 2 years.
What did you get hand jobs?
What's that? We took care of each other. Yeah.
Okay, so there was up to third base.
Yeah.
Well, maybe oral. Is
Yeah,
oral
well,
count?
sloppy third. I
A
think.
sloppy third.
Yeah.
I feel like-
okay, oral is sliding into third head
Over,
first.
oversliding the bag.
Oversliding the bag, getting dirt in your mouth.
Tagged out. Yeah.
But like,
Tagged
I
out.
think for you, it's not as like. I really do think. At the end of the day, like I feel like pussies. How different can we
No,
be?
it's
They're
fun when
different,
it's
Asa,
new.
they're
Getting
different.
fucked by a dude
Yeah.
is such a different experience, guy to guy.
Is it really?
So she must
Yeah, but-
be like so curious.
Like most men have this thing, this conquering thing, and you don't conquer one and you're done. You know what if you conquer?
oh,
them?
you want to conquer multiple?
Exactly.
Is
Exactly.
that-
That's the psychology I think behind everything. Conquering.
It's almost like you have to either fuck only one for your whole life,
Right.
or 100.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
You kind of don't want to be anything in between.
Right.
So you're only not 99 away from that 100, right, Sam?
No. Dennis is also.
Ooh.
No matter how many times I tell him it's not true, he's 100% convinced that I've also only had sex with one woman.
No, he's fucked a couple of different girls, but not many.
No, not many.
Sam's had like 4.
Well, because I've been in a relationship for 12 years since I was like 21,
Whoa.
22.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
I've been in them
That's
too.
romantic too.
Yeah.
Do you ever cheat in a relationship?
No. Never.
Never- you've
I've
never done it?
never cheated. I'm pretty sure I've never been cheated. I've never been cheated on that I know of. But I've also been in a lot of open relationships.
That helps.
It's been like a really long time since I've been monogamous with anyone.
But do you like not being monogamous? Like for me, like it's just a guy who's like an average fuck. That would freak me out. But if a guy's a great fuck and he's in porn, he probably doesn't care. You don't want to be in a monogamous.
I mean, Well, first of all, my husband and I are monogamous outside of work, but that's because, of what we do for work. Like there's only so much time in the day. But I don't know. It's been so long, and the last time I was monogamous, I was in high school. So I don't even know if that's like an option for me. I really like a variety. Like I enjoy a variety.
Jim, you'd be afraid you get shown up?
I know I would. Well, let me ask you this. I mean,
You're definitely going to get shown up because once you're in a relationship, you're having sex for like 30 seconds in missionary.
I say 7 minutes is all you need.
7 minutes is almost too long.
That's what I
Really?
try to tell these guys. They don't understand. 7 minutes start to finish is good to
It depends
go.
what you're doing, I guess. But
So-
like just straight up vaginal missionary, 7 minutes is too long.
so have you been with guys in the business who are not more connected to than your husband, but who are quote unquote, and I say a better fuck. I know that without the emotion, like look at Nacho Vidal, supposedly one of the best fucks of all time, or Rocco Siffredi. Those guys get fucked better than most men. So does your husband care if you're with a guy like that who's just known as being a machine?
My husband's like a machine too.
I'm sure he is,
That's
yeah.
like why I asked for his number in the first place. But he definitely like wants me to have a good time when I go to work.
He does.
Like, he doesn't. Yeah, he's never. The only rule he has now for porn is that his request is that I don't lick men's assholes anymore.
Wow,
What a prude.
Yeah, now he's a romantic.
Well, his theory is that
just wanna
men
kiss
have
it.
dirty assholes and women have clean ones.
That's actually a decent
That's
theory.
a very reasonable
Yeah,
request.
I mean,
I would agree with that.
yeah, I got caught doing it though, so
Oh,
I mean that was kind
Oh,
of cheating.
no.
I guess.
because I'll bet you if he had said lick all the assholes you want, you wouldn't have. Did you just need like something sneaky to do?
Right.
How'd you get caught? Well, you're filming.
Maybe that's what it was. Maybe I don't know. But I was fucking the guy's ass, and like it was. I wasn't gonna like put it in dry.
So you licked it, and what? How did he find out? He watched the scene. What did he say
They
to you?
put it in the trailer. It was. Do you know Joey Silvera?
Oh, he's a good friend of mine.
Yes, I thought you would know.
Was it Strap Attack? One of
So,
those?
It was a strap attack.
Of course. I haven't seen a lot of those, but I
I am
know
not
Joey
familiar.
does them.
So yeah, I wasn't gonna put, or you know what? It wasn't a strap attack, and that's why there was no lube on set. And I think we were just playing with a dildo, and I think it just like organically went in that direction, and that's why I used my tongue and not.
And what did he
lube.
say when he saw it?
I
I got to
mean,
talk to you.
It was like a screaming fight, and at the time we were living in an apartment, and I'm sure our neighbors all heard like. You said you weren't going to lick at men's assholes anymore. And
But you think part
what
of it,
is this?
you just wanted to get away with something? Like I think, like once in a while,
I think
being
that's
sneaky
true,
is
yeah.
fun.
I think being sneaky is fun too, and I think that's why like it's bad to put in any relationship. I feel like I try not to put any rules on men because whatever that
They'll
rule
break
is,
them,
they're
right?
They're
going
gonna
to
break it,
Yeah.
or put a rule on that you actually want them to break. No coming on her face, and they're like, oh, that's all they're gonna do is come on the
Right.
face.
Yeah.
you're right. but
Definitely don't buy me jewelry.
yeah, I hate that.
I hate that.
Don't fuck a girl and then
Never.
buy me jewelry because that would turn me off. Then they're gonna sneak in and they're gonna do it. So you licked the guy's ass, and how did you know you were caught? You saw it in the
'Cause
trailer.
He told me.
He just yelled at you.
He brought his laptop to me and he's like, "What is this?"
Hey, asshole
And
breath.
it was me. Yeah, exactly.
He handed you a chiclet first, and
Yeah.
oh no.
So
I think that's right, though.
I'm
I think
fascinated
you do.
with that.
I think you do, even in an unconventional relationship, still have that thing where you want to get away with something or something feels like, oh, it'll be dirty if I do this because it's not allowed.
Right.
Or whatever it is, and it makes you want to break the one
it's
rule.
so true. That's kind of messed up.
Yeah.
No, but I think it's human though. I don't think it's crazy. It's like I think every person has that, and just because you're in porn or you're a sex worker doesn't mean you're not going to have the same. I just want to push the envelope a little bit. Just the
Yeah.
envelope's different for you guys.
That's how I feel about porn in general, though. Like, I always think if it weren't taboo, I don't know that I'd be so obsessed and drawn to it. Like, I like that it's kind of bad.
You
Yeah.
do, right?
Yeah.
And do you do like now? They're talking about legalizing like prostitution and all that stuff. And do you think it'd be safer if they legalized it, or do you?
100%.
You do.
It's only dangerous because it's illegal. I mean, like, if we legalize prostitution, we could ask for things like testing protocol.
Sure.
Like, there wouldn't be pimps charging girls like 80% of their money or whatever. I think legalizing prostitution would be the first thing I did if I were president.
Do you think that crimes against sex workers go unreported because they know that what they're doing is
Absolutely,
illegal?
yeah, definitely. I mean, same with I think any illegal profession, like even drug dealers. Like, I think everything just
Should be legal.
yeah.
Do you guys
Legalize
have
it
any
all.
kids or no?
We don't.
Do you want them?
I'm undecided.
Because Belladonna got out of porn. I think when she had a daughter, she just kind of wanted to just go in a different direction. Is that why you're not sure? Because you don't know if you want to work in the industry with you have kids?
I mean,
or-
I also wonder if it's even too late. Like, I know a lot of people in porn who have kids, and they're actually like doing a really great job raising their kids. But I can't help but think about like, you know, I've done everything I wanted to in my adult life. Would it be so selfish to like bring a kid into this world? And like, can you imagine being in middle school and some kid coming up to you like, I just saw your mom's asshole on the internet?
You know how many times I've heard that?
I guess, but like, you're young, so it's like if you've already done everything that you want to do in your adult life,
But I'm not done.
you got to do something.
But I want to keep doing it.
You just want to
too.
keep doing everything.
I mean,
that...
I don't know. Like I'm 32 now, so I'm definitely like the pressure is on. I have to start really thinking about it. But I don't know.
How do feminists
woman's
handle you?
hard.
Because feminists always make sex workers look like victims,
Yeah.
and look, in some cases they are, or they've been trafficked, and there's a lot of that. But you're not someone they can dominate conversationally because you're smart, you know what you want to do,
And
you
you're
like
empowered.
doing
I
it.
mean,
You're empowered.
Yeah,
Yes.
you could argue that you're a feminist.
I think, yeah, like I definitely consider myself a feminist, very much. I mean, I believe in equal rights for men and women, blah blah blah. But I think feminists, like a lot of the like anti-sex extremist feminists, I would say have a problem with anyone who chooses to do porn or says that the porn I do is degrading. But I think that's like a pretty closed-minded way to think.
Because a lot of them sexually might be big submissives too. Like a lot of
Yeah.
them might enjoy being spit on or being.
Totally. And I feel like I definitely agree with that theory that being submissive or liking humiliation and stuff like comes from a place where, you know, we're raised to be ashamed of our sexuality, and it's almost like a safe way to play out our sexuality when we're being forced to do it. Like,
Yeah.
I definitely feel all of that. I love like rape play and stuff.
Do you really?
Mm-hmm.
I've had a lot of girls that like that. I hope. Yeah, no, I've gotten a few of those too. But I feel weird doing it. Like I like it, but it's
You
a
like
harder-
you like it?
I enjoy it if I know the person really
Right.
is
Getting off
private
on it.
about it. Like
Yeah.
if 'cause then it feels like wow, we're doing something really dark.
Oh, I see. Like
It's
that
the
person
taboo thing.
enjoys it, but she won't tell other people.
Yeah, I like
you,
knowing
You know the secret.
that turns me on.
Yeah.
See,
Knowing.
he's still old fashioned deep down.
Yeah, that's true. I don't want to act out a rape with somebody who they don't know. But I can't be too mean either. Like I can be degrading, but I can't be too mean and
I don't like being mean either. Like I had an ex-boyfriend who was really into me. I don't even know if I can say this word.
go ahead, push him.
Faggot.
Oh,
like
yeah,
he
sure.
likes for me to call him that. When I was fucking his ass.
That's
And, like,
not that
it
crazy.
was- yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, in the grand scheme of things, I guess it's not that crazy. But like that's like almost as far as I can go. Like even in porn, like I won't do any of the racial stuff. Especially when I'm like fucking a black guy, I'm not gonna like do any of that racial
Do
stuff.
they want you to do? I've heard black
Yeah.
guys. I know a lot of white girls that have fucked black guys, and they're like, yeah, they want me to call them a nigger. And it was hard to do. I didn't want to do it.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't
it's-
like doing that, especially on camera.
It feels
'Cause,
weird,
like,
right?
And what if it gets taken out of context?
Sure.
Yeah.
You know, like I.
Yeah,
I
because
don't know.
somebody could easily say, "Well, didn't you make a movie where you did
Yeah,
this? Is this the type
exactly.
of person that you want to blah blah?"
Right. And the thing is, like, if that were my fantasy, I would have no problem doing it.
Yeah.
But it's not my fantasy at all. It doesn't turn me on. I'm literally just doing that for a paycheck. So
That's why it's tough
I'm not
to
gonna do it.
like politicize sex and whether it's like feminist and porn or whether it's racial or whatever, because just about everybody that comes out and talks about porn being immoral or whatever, or this type of porn being bad or that type of porn being bad, all it takes is a little digging. And you find out what kind of weird thing that they're into,
Right.
And they become a hypocrite.
Maybe
It's
a lot of
true.
digging.
You almost can't. I feel like sexuality just needs to be a whole separate thing from like politics, though, because it's not fair to like. I think like when you try to make sex like an ethical thing, like it sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stop using sex as a weapon. That's what I say.
you say that a lot.
I've never
I
heard
say
you say
that.
that, but I do believe it's your philosophy. I want to ask you too. You have you're interesting too because you attended the United Nations International School on a scholarship. What was the scholarship for?
So my grandfather was a diplomat. So it was just
to
like
where?
From Japan, and then he was in New York for a while. That's how my parents ended up here. He was in Australia. He was in Myanmar. He's been a bunch of places.
Do you speak
Wow.
Japanese?
I do.
Can you say something in Japanese? Whatever you would say, whatever is comfortable for you to say.
Yeah, say something.
You have to tell me to say something.
How about this? Can you say?
Say something like sexual to Dennis.
No,
Yes.
I can't say anything sexual. No way.
Why?
Because I only speak it with my family, and it feels so gross.
But you're saying
to
it's
me.
a
Oh,
Dennis.
then it's a challenge
But, like,
because
it's
he's
just-
never
Yeah.
heard it.
Yeah.
I don't even know how to say anal in Japanese.
How about this? Do you know how to say ass?
Sam.
But I know like
Oh, fucking
the
Denny!
kid-
Who gets one of these?
Like the childish word for ass would be oshiri.
Oshiri. So how would you tell Denny? Get on your
Oshiri.
knees and kiss my oshiri.
I wouldn't even
How would you
know
threaten
how
to spank
say it.
him?
I mean, like, technically, I guess you could say oshiri o kisu shite kudasai. But, like, that does not sound sexy at all.
No, thank you. But we're willing to learn.
He said happy. I say ass. Sam, that was very fast. You've been waiting to say that.
That just came
Was that
to
your
me.
first language?
I guess technically, yeah.
So Japan, they're kind of like it's a different culture. They're very kind of a little bit more stoic, I think.
Yeah,
And-
very stoic.
So how do they respond to your
I mean,
your
my parents
grandfather?
are not. Like, my parents are pretty, like, creative, emotional people. But my grandparents don't know. My cousins in Japan found out that I'm doing porn. And, I mean, it was kind of stressful and straining on the relationship at first. But now 10 years later, it's
How'd they
okay.
find out? By seeing it, or did someone tell them?
I don't know.
They don't have Google
I don't
there,
wanna
right?
know.
They don't have Google in Japan.
In Japan, they do.
Japan
thought-
is like
I
the
thought somebody-
future. Japan had Google before we had
Who-
Google.
Oh, did
one
they?
country
I
blocked,
mean, I would
blocked it,
imagine.
I thought.
Oh, China.
Yeah.
China, okay.
Very racist.
I know he
That's
really
like,
is.
That's like extremely racist.
All right, all
Totally
right.
different culture.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you know how Dennis his bumper sticker says they're all the same to me. It's like, whoa, easy,
I didn't
Dennis.
do any Mr. Miyagi jokes, right?
Miyagi.
I always
Yeah.
say Japan.
That's
is
why I
like-
didn't do it, because I
Hey,
can't
Mr.
say it.
Miyagi.
Hey, oh, Mr. Miyagi, what are you,
No, but I
karate?
always say like Japan, we're like the white people of Asia. So
Oh, yeah, they are.
yeah, I mean, it goes like Japanese, Korean, Chinese, other.
Has anybody in your life gotten mad at you, like, or not like? Because the porn's one thing, and people get past that eventually. I'm assuming, but now that you're doing the podcast, where you're kind of like talking about everything that happens, like that's this whole other revealing part.
It's
where
more revealing.
it is, right?
Yeah, for sure. Like, I think my husband is way less happy about the podcasting than the porn.
Why?
Right, because now you're talking
Because
about.
I can't stop talking about him and like things that I'm not supposed to say. Like, I talked about his hemorrhoid once.
Oh, did he have a
And he got
roid?
so
Oh,
mad.
no.
He had one, yeah. And like that was just revealing too much. And then
Well,
you
hold
know,
on with
or
the
like I'll
roid.
talk about fights I have with him, and it's hard not you know like when you're talking for hours every day, it's hard not to talk about everything. Like it just comes up.
How long
Right.
was your podcast?
So on KFC Radio, we do it twice a week, 1 hour a day.
Okay, and is that the only podcast you're doing?
Yes, that is the only podcast. I do.
Okay, so you get 2 hours a week, and yeah, he doesn't like you talking about his certain things.
I mean, he doesn't. At
Roids.
this point, he just
Roid
like
rage.
he does roid rage. He doesn't even listen. I've requested that he doesn't listen to it because then I feel like I can't talk about everything, and I want to talk about everything.
Sure, you should.
Yeah.
Is there anything you don't want him talking about though? Like if he was doing a podcast, is there anything you'd be like, look, that's a little off limits?
I can't think of anything. No.
You're a bit more open.
I mean, I guess I wouldn't want him to like talk shit about my parents. That
No,
would
no,
hurt my
no.
Feelings. Yeah.
do they like him?
They love him.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
And he likes them.
He likes them. I mean, I think they like him a little bit more than he likes them.
Why?
My parents are like obsessed with him. They just like really love him. He's such a good guy. Like when you meet him, you just know he's a good person.
So now, what is your podcast about? What do you guys cover?
Even if he's in the middle of a DP scene, you can just
Exactly.
tell.
You
Yeah,
can
that
just
really is-
tell.
that's
It's
an
that
amazing way to meet
twinkle in his
somebody.
eye. Yeah, it's true. He has a good vibe. So my podcast is with Kevin Clancy and John Feidelberg. And it's just kind of, I don't know, we're kind of like a misfit of three people, which I always think is the best group of people. We're all in very different places in our lives. You know, I'm a married porn star. Kevin's married with a kid. John is single, like very single. And yeah, we just like kind of cover everything from like current events to just
Life stuff.
commentating on everything. Yeah, life stuff.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of fun.
It's
I'm
a popular
so happy to be
podcast
there.
too.
It
I've
is.
been over to. I was at the Barstool office a couple weeks ago to do Kat Tim's podcast, and it really is a fun place. The whole like office looks like the apartment that Tom Hanks gets in Big.
It's very.
You know,
and,
it's like all big. It's like hardwood and it's wide open
Yeah,
and
it's
there's
a
windows
loft.
everywhere. Yeah.
And it's very like it's such a crazy environment. Like every day it's like, it's kind of like, remember Owen Wilson in Zoolander, his
Yeah,
place?
yeah.
It's like that. Like there's just like crazy shit happening every day. There was a kangaroo in the office the other day for like no reason at all. So it's funny because when I call it my real job, people are like, that is not a real job.
So who have you had on?
So we just started.
You did.
Yeah, we had Buzz McAllister from Home Alone on, and he's been our first guest so far, and that was last week.
Oh, Devin
That's
Rattray.
huge.
Devin Rattray.
Yeah,
yes.
I know Devin. He's a good guy.
Yeah, so that's
He got the last line in that movie,
Did he really?
Yeah. Kevin, what did you do to my room?
Oh, was
Hit the
that last
credits.
line?
Yep.
Of number one?
Number one, yeah.
I could have used that information last week.
Well,
Yeah,
See if you can
unprepared.
see if you can get it back on.
Unprepared.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like our show is the best when we don't have guests. It's funny I say this as a guest on your show, but I don't know. Like I like just like talking to the same people all the time.
Yeah, I enjoy that too. Sometimes
Yeah.
we get shit if our guests aren't great. We have some great ones. You're obviously a good guest because you talk like you know, and you're hilarious on Twitter.
Oh,
your
thanks.
Twitter is genuinely
Thank you
fucking
so much.
funny. I should have read your book. I didn't read your book, but I should have.
Oh, I should have brought you one.
I wish I had, but I didn't
I'll
ask.
send you one.
Hey, what about your candles? I'm fascinated that you have candles.
Yeah, so I started a candle line, and it's totally a joke that went way too far. My friend started a candle line, and he sent me a bunch to like just promo on social media, and then I have 86 candles on display in my house. I'm like a candle nut.
Me too.
And I was like, oh really?
I love them.
So I was like, I'm going to start making my own candles and stop buying so many candles and spending so much money. So I started making my own candles, and then I was like, oh my God, I'm going to sell candles. And then I was like, I'm just going to sell 100. And then 100 turned into 1,000. 1,000 turned into 5,000. And now my house is just taken over by candle supplies.
Should go on Shark Tank.
And well, except the candles have names like daddy issues and like anal sex. And
Do they smell like that?
so daddy issues smells like
Tears.
Vanilla body spray and cigarettes. But it smells good. It sounds terrible, but it smells good.
And what
I
is
have
that
one
anal
called Strip
sex?
Club Locker Room, where that one smells like drugstore perfume and cash. Like it's been a lot of fun, but at this point I'm like, what have I gotten myself into? I have 4,700 more candles to sell.
So wait,
I'm
you
making
made
them,
them?
pouring them one by one on my own. Yeah.
Where
like
do you do this?
At my house in California.
When I'm in California, you live in LA?
Yes.
I want to see your candle.
Okay, come over.
I literally had a girl
You
one
were
time
invited.
offer to make me. She had a candle. I'm like, wow, that's really nice, and she had made it. I'm like, it smells amazing, and she's like, oh yeah, I got the wax, and I did it with the
yeah.
with like jasmine or whatever. It was fucking awesome.
I'll teach you how to make candles.
I'm such a queen. That's what I want to learn at. I want to go to a porn star's house and learn candle making.
And you
Yeah.
make,
I
and you
really
make
am the
fun
worst.
of Papa for making bread.
Where are you going, Denny? You're standing out like you were leaving. What's the
I
matter?
have to go to the bathroom.
Oh, sweetie. Do you have to make a one or a two?
I feel like
Is it one or
Do you have
two?
to
in
shit?
Forrest Gump. I have to go to the bathroom.
Do you have to shit?
No,
You gotta pee?
I've been drinking a lot of water this morning.
Okay, we should take a break. It's 10:15.
should.
You came in a half hour early, so we
And
have more
on a-
time with you than we planned. So you'll hang with us
Yeah.
for the rest of the show?
Definitely.
And on account of they was free, I must have drank me about 15 Dr. Peppers.
Yeah. Danny had a bunch of Dr. Peppers. So Asa is in here. Oh, sorry.
When we get back, by the
Yes.
way, we should, number one, try to figure out what
Oh, so
makes
what's that?
Dennis
Number one.
cry.
Yes.
And number two, have you seen Dennis Falcone's boots?
No.
Is that what you were trying
That's
to...
what I was trying to tell you.
What's wrong with him?
They're like
They're
child...
awesome.
They're,
Let me see 'em.
They're children's biker boots.
Let me just show him.
No, they're not.
Yes,
I
they
can't
totally
see.
are.
Why? What
Let
makes them children's
They're
and
very
not
small.
regular?
They're very small.
me see the little
they're
tootsies.
not.
They're very
Let me see
small.
them little tootsies. Aw.
wear size
You have
They look
That
like...
looks like-
excellent
I wear size 7.
flexibility.
Here's what they look like.
Well, you know,
He really does. He just got his legs up over his head.
They look like the shoes that were on my Shazam doll when I was a kid. Those are kids.
Yeah, that looks like... you ever watch Sons of Anarchy? That's like the little boots that Jax Teller's kids were wearing in the crib.
Hey.
Wait, you're Italian, right?
Yes.
Italian men have small feet but big dicks.
Dennis, let's see it.
Dennis?
Whip it out.
I do have small
Whip
feet.
it out. Whip it out.
What's
Den-
that?
Den- Den-
No, that's not what I
Do you get a big dick? He won't talk about his dick.
No.
Den, you know how
I have to go to the bathroom.
Oh, Denny has to make. Okay, listen.
I'm going to follow Dennis to the bathroom and get a look at that thing.
No
I'll
peek at it.
No peeking.
I'll report back.
It's Asa Akira, ASAAKIRA.com. And the podcast, it's KFC Radio. When can they hear it and where?
You can find it on Tuesdays and Thursdays on iTunes, or you can also go to barstoolsports.com.
And if you want to see me New Year's Eve, come to the Tarrytown Music Hall. It's my last gig of the tour. And Sam, anything you want to promote besides your amazing premiere on...
Oh yeah, if you missed the, if you're interested in seeing what we did on the pre-show last night, it's on WWE's YouTube channel. If you look up Roadblock End of the Line Kickoff Show, you can watch the whole thing for free there.
And sadly, Travis is leaving the show. All right, we'll be right back. Now, which one is Asa Akira? That one? Oh,
Right.
Big Boy.
She's
Oh,
right
Denny.
there. Yes.
Hold on. Big Boy turned him on. Denny, did you make?
I urinated.
Oh, attaboy. Now, what were you saying, Samikins?
Somebody just posted a video of me. They were doing like the New Day on wrestling does like this clap, like this rhythmic clap,
That was very unrhythmic.
and they were unrhythmic isn't even a word.
Yes, it is.
And they were doing it on the show last night, and I started like dancing to it, being goofy, and somebody just put up a video that said Sam Roberts didn't forget that he danced.
Oh, very good. Don't let me forget that I danced. It's
Yeah.
very important.
Yeah, I think that's right.
And there's a bunch of versions of it.
Is there?
Don't let him forget that she danced.
What?
You can go to so many versions. Don't let them forget that you danced.
So Denny, we got
What?
we got way off topic, but when was the last time? Like, what'll tear you up a little bit?
Yeah.
I think I did cry at Rudy
Rudy.
when
Yes.
he went into
That's
the
a good
football
movie.
game. Yeah.
You like that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I kind of
that's a good
teared up.
When they
Yeah.
carried Rudy around,
Yeah.
when he what is he fucking runs one shit play and he
Yeah.
doesn't even score?
Yeah.
Fuck Rudy.
So you haven't cried since like 1987.
That let me see when
Let me
it's
ask you this,
autism.
Dennis. Did Rudy hit a little close to home?
And-
Who'd you sympathize with? I don't think it was the jocks, was it?
in Rocky 2 when she goes just win when Rocky's Adrian's coming out of the coma or something.
Really? Did that counterbalance
Just win.
the pounding erection you had when she fell on the feed bag?
So
you really
that,
did
you know,
just turn
bullshit.
off life at some point.
Yeah, why, Denny?
I don't know. I mean, it's just a movie. I mean, I felt bad when Henry Hill went to jail
Why?
because it was such a
You
good
committed
movie.
a ton of crimes.
He ratted.
Yeah.
Did you cry in Shawshank?
No.
Wow, you're
Not even when they were
cold.
raping him. Yeah, you're tough.
No. I
Yeah,
didn't
no,
like
he's a
that.
tough cookie.
Denny's a tough cookie.
Like I
When
like
old
that
Brooks
movie.
hung himself.
What's
Do
that?
you cry
Brooks,
in real
Brooks is here.
life?
If need to, yeah. I haven't
need
though.
to.
Like at a funeral, you would cry.
No.
No.
So what's
Denny's the
true?
type of guy who laughs at a
Done.
funeral.
Yeah, he sure does.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a three-legged dog.
Yeah. I think I cried probably once when I got fired. From a
Wow.
job.
Okay.
Yeah. I was like, because you wake up at night and you go, damn, I'm not getting paid. What am I going to do?
So you
I
woke
gotta
up
get
and
a
the tears
job.
were flowing?
Yeah, you get a little choked up.
Yeah.
And you go
You know what?
downstairs and,
I think sometimes not crying over the big stuff masks the pain of everyday life a little bit for some of us. You know what I
I
mean?
don't have everyday pain. I
Like that's
have
sort
a
of
happy
like
day. I
that's
have a
sort of
happy
like,
life.
are we really still in this rut feeling? Like that
Right.
doesn't. If you've just shut off emotionally from the big stuff, maybe you can push that away too.
You don't feel like you're in a rut, though, right?
No, of course not.
Yeah,
I'm here on a popular morning show.
That's right.
know?
So you're just a
That's
happy
true.
guy.
Yes. Yeah.
That's true.
I enjoy what I do.
You do.
Yeah, I do.
You should.
I DJ parties. I'm on the radio. I hang out with nice guys like you.
Nice wedding you went to?
Yeah.
Turned on, hit
Three of
on.
them. Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Denny was the DJ of a gay wedding, which is great.
Same sex.
That's
Same
awesome.
sex.
Yeah, they don't call it gay, right?
You
Okay,
say
Oh, they
same
don't?
sex. You say same sex.
No.
Same sex.
You would say same sex.
Yeah.
Why?
You know, it's a yeah.
That's not the way Denny said it during the break. He said, "Yeah, there was two men." And he went, "Tuh, tuh," and he spit on the ground. I was like, "That's uncalled for, Denny." But
Is it offensive to say a gay wedding?
No, I guess you could call it that. It's just, somebody, a guy told me, he goes, "You're going to do a gay wedding." I said, "All right, fine."
call it a same-sex mistake.
Yeah,
what we call it the
same-sex,
weddings.
yeah. I don't
Was your
care.
wedding romantic? Asa, was yours?
No, both marriages I got married in Vegas.
Did you
One was a drive-through, and the other one was an Elvis wedding.
on a whim, or you wanted to go there and get married? Or you're like, fuck it, we're here,
The
let's do
first
it.
one was on a whim, and the second one was planned
Really?
for like a week.
Do you
Planned
regret
for a
not
week.
doing like a big ceremony?
No, I would never want to do a a big wedding.
Why?
That's
You still got
so
seven.
embarrassing to me.
7 to go,
Yeah,
right?
but I want all 7 to be in Vegas.
Oh, you do? You like Vegas?
I mean, it's not even that I love Vegas. It's just like I don't even like when it's my birthday. I don't even tell anyone because I get so embarrassed by that kind of attention.
Yeah.
Like, so having a whole day dedicated to me for a wedding is like mortifying.
Do you know, I get that too. I went out last night to dinner with a young lady friend.
Oh.
I don't kiss and tell.
Yeah, usually not one to kiss and tell, but today is a different story.
And we were in this restaurant, and they were singing "Happy Birthday" to this woman. And I said, it's amazing. Like, that's so mortifying. Like, I could tell jokes to 1,000 people, but if 8 people sing "Happy Birthday," I
God.
want to commit suicide.
Yes.
It's humiliating.
Because part of it is like,
Were you at
It's too
Applebee's?
intimate.
And
It's
it's-
oddly
No.
too intimate.
and it's the same thing with weddings. It's like we're celebrating you for just doing things that people do. Like
Yeah.
birthday is like, well, you're still alive, so let's all
And it's
sing.
also like
and-
people you know, and it's like, where do you look? Like, what kind of face do you do?
Do
like,
you get embarrassed, though, with the other people in the restaurant hearing them sing "Happy
yeah,
Birthday"?
it's, like, it's the worst.
It
It
sucks.
Just, like, makes me want to crawl up into myself and die.
But yet you can do. It's a way weird. What doesn't? Like you can have anal sex on film, and you're very comfortable.
yeah.
You don't get nervous that.
No, not at all. Like, I love it. To me, like, being filmed is part of the fantasy. Like, that's the fetish for me.
Have you had guys not be able to get erections?
On porn?
Sure.
Yeah, all the time.
And what do
That
you?
makes you feel better, right?
Well, yeah, because for them.
No, I mean, everybody has a bad day.
But what do you take it personally or no?
No, not at all. No.
How do they feel?
I mean, I think the best.
Because you had a bad day.
I think like whenever a guy fails the scene, like can't get hard or can't come or whatever, I think that shows so much character, like how he deals with that situation. Because there's definitely the guys that like
Weep.
kind of lash out at everything, and like they'll blame the girl or the director
Oh,
or
no.
the heat or the environment or the furniture is too hard or too soft or whatever. But like I think the guy that can be like, hey, sorry guys, I'm just having a bad day. Like that's the best kind of person.
So what will you do? Have you had guys blame you?
Personally, no, because I'm nice. But yeah, like there's definitely girls when you get to set and you can tell they just like would rather be somewhere else or they're there just for the money or something. And yeah, like I'm sure that doesn't help the guy get hard, but it's also like not her job to get him hard, you know? So when he blames her, it's kind of like, well, that's not her job. Like
So
you
these
should
guys
blame
just have to
yourself.
block out that and just like get blown and
Oh,
get
yeah.
their dicks hard. I mean,
It's a tough job for guys. Like you're not always going to be able to fuck who you want to fuck. Like it's most of the time it's going to be a girl that you're not into.
Tough job, but somebody's got to do it. Am I right,
Exactly.
Denny?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Got to get up every morning, go to work, pay the bills.
It's true.
but to be able to get your dick hard in front of people, that's fascinating. How do you do it? I couldn't do it. My dick would be like a
No.
fucking. Some comedian, the best description of a soft dick, some comic said my dick was like a stack of dimes. I'm like, what a great way to describe an awful soft dick. I wish I could credit whoever said that. But that's how my cock would be all the time. Because you
Well,
get hard
I
in
mean,
front-
a lot of them get off on it.
They
They're
do.
exhibitionists. So that's part of it for a lot of them.
I mean, I don't know if I know, but maybe, like, I'd probably be so excited the first time because I've been in a relationship for 11 or 12 years, however long it's been, that it wouldn't be that difficult. But if it started happening regularly.
in front of people.
Yeah, I could. Well, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe not. But I feel like it'd be so exciting the first time I could pull it off.
I will say this: I did this reality
It would
show where called The Sex Factor, where we just took like 12 normal people and
You know, there's
then
another
they
reality
applied
show with
for
a very
porn.
similar name.
Yeah.
Oh.
I've heard of it once or twice.
Well, oh,
But so we shot 6 guys and 6 girls who had never ever done porn before, but they were looking to break in.
Mm-hmm.
And we lived in a house for a while, and the guys, like not a single one could get hard in the beginning. And like these were like horny, sexual young dudes
Yeah,
who
so maybe I
wanted to do
couldn't.
porn. And it's like it was funny at first, but after a while it was like, all right, we really need to see a hard dick here because
Yeah,
we are making
We
porn.
don't have a show right now.
Right.
no, you do have a
But-
show. It's actually more interesting if they can't get hard.
well,
Soft
that's
Dick
what-
House.
That's how we that's how we felt in the beginning, but like after so long, it's like, okay, like we've seen enough soft dicks. Like it's the joke is done.
Right.
So would you bring a professional in? That would have been great. If you really wanted to wreck the guy, you bring in like a Manuel Ferrara just to fuck her until she cries.
I mean, eventually, you know, some of them got comfortable, some of them never did. But like it just goes to show you, like, it doesn't matter how horny you are or how much you want it. Like, it's not an easy job to get your dick hard in front of people.
I can't get
not.
over. I've watched them shoot it a couple times, and not that the women aren't impressive, but the men impress me more just because you have to get hard.
It's the dudes are way more impressive.
And the fact that they can do it in front, and it's not a sexy environment. You think it's gonna be hot, but there's a director
No.
going, "All right, more, let's go. All right, turn over." It's like a guy
Yeah.
barking out fucking directions.
Yeah, it's not hot. Not to mention like
That's why
right
they call
up
him a
until this-
director.
No, I'm not disagreeing. Danny raises a good point, but that's why the guy's called the director. He's
Right.
directing the action.
Yes.
But it's still hard. Could you keep it hard on in front of people?
Sure. No, I don't. I've never done that. I don't know. I mean, I've never done it. Have
See,
you
I
done
guess
it in
you
front
never
of
know
people?
till you try.
No.
I feel like you'd be really good at it, Jim.
Thank you very much. That's you're
Really nice to hear from
from
our guest.
yes, it really is, and it's really inaccurate. I appreciate her vote of confidence, but it's a very, very misguided vote. I'd be an abomination. I'm bad one-on-one in front of people. I'd be humiliatingly terrible.
Especially because you think about it a lot. Like, I feel like every time this topic comes up, you bring up the fact that your dick doesn't work half the time.
Yeah.
So, like, that's an insecurity that you already have. There's
Or
no
maybe
way.
you're like putting out the word and setting the bar really low so that when you
Right.
do meet people in real life, you're like a superstar.
No, they know. They know. It's like I'm just so jaded and weird. You just become a jaded weirdo. Don't you? Like, is it easy for you to get turned on in real life too?
Yeah, I mean, I can find something in anything that'll turn me on.
Did you know
it's
when-
really rare that I meet someone that I'm like, oh, I could never have sex with them.
When you were doing strap-on
It gives
play,
a lot of hope to a lot of people out there.
to every man out there.
Way to create a fan base, by the
Like
way.
if you looked at Denny's not a bad-looking guy. He's an older guy.
Yeah.
What would you fantasize with Denny to look at him and go like, wow, okay.
Especially you've spoken to him a little bit. You
I mean,
get.
I'm very like it's. I don't like look at a person.
You've
I'm
seen
like,
his
oh, I would
boots?
do this to you. Like whatever you're into.
But, like, what do you think? Like, think about it. Like, looking at Denny, sizing him up. Like, what do you think would be fun about him?
He's traditional. He's only been with one woman. He's a gentleman.
Maybe he'd leave his boots on.
I think he'd be a very passionate lover.
You do?
Yeah.
Are you a passionate lover, Dennis?
I'd like to think so.
You are.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Do you enjoy anal sex?
No.
Have you ever done it?
No.
Okay. Would you do it with someone who?
Italians don't like anal. I feel like
Why?
Italian Americans.
Because they're homophobic.
I
That's
don't
probably
know.
right.
Yeah, I
They're
think
just
so.
they tend to be very like more like macho.
Right.
and
Yeah.
The mentality is more just
Not,
like
not a backdoor man.
So now, have you ever, when you were doing strap-on play, did you ever have a little mess on the strap-on?
yeah.
You did, right?
Yeah. I mean, I've been shit on so many times in my life.
Really?
Oh,
Metaphorically?
even
or-
Welcome to radio.
Metaphorically and literally.
So you've had guys shit on you with strap-on?
Guys and girls, yeah.
For somebody whose rules are like, you have very few rules in life. But one is you're not supposed to lick guys' assholes. And two is that when you were a dominatrix, there would be no shit play. You still have not avoided being shat upon.
No. Yeah. Isn't it so unfortunate?
Yeah, really. That should have been some of the lyrics in that Alanis Morissette song about irony.
Yeah.
Being
it's-
shit on when you have a rule.
That's actually like so profound.
Yeah, right?
In a weird way.
I think so.
Like no matter what, you're gonna get shit on.
Do you remember the first time it happened?
Yes.
You do, right?
Yeah.
What
it
was
was
the
at
circumstances?
the dungeon when I was fucking a guy's ass. And I don't know. I think I'm a pretty like empathetic person, so I wasn't like ew gross. Like I just acted like
It happened
Wasn't
like
happening.
slowly or just an explosion?
it wasn't an explosion. Like it wasn't explosive, if you know what I mean. But like it was. I looked down and it was there.
And you smelled it.
I smelled it.
And you
it
said
was
something?
The smell is. It's the smell more than anything.
What'd you
I
say?
didn't say anything because I mean he
You
wasn't
pooped
into
on me.
like. Yeah, he wasn't specifically into like scat play or anything like that.
You didn't tell him to
it
go
was-
clean up?
It was me. The first time it was me and three other girls, two or three other girls. So I
embarrassing.
just like excused myself and then like
Your poopies on the
I
floor.
cleaned it up.
Yeah, excuse me, mister. And you put the thing in his face. Could you clean this?
Yeah.
with your mouth.
Was he embarrassed?
I don't even know that he knew it happened.
You dropped a Falcone, sir. You see what I'm
Dennis?
saying there? It was shit.
Yes,
you
I
know?
got it. I
Okay,
got it.
good.
Comment?
No, that's okay. Yeah, you got me there.
It
You
came
got me
out of
there,
it.
Sam.
It
That's
came out of
right.
his Sam.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah,
very
see?
good.
Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah, yeah.
Only took you a half hour.
Oh,
Well, no, just waiting for the right context.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I
fucking.
think when someone shits on you, the only thing you can do is act natural about it, right? Like that's your only option.
What could you?
Yeah,
how
I've had
could
a
you
girl do it.
possibly act natural? Like there is no natural response. To act natural to being shit upon is to go, ah, gross.
Then don't, by any means, don't act natural.
Okay, yeah, that's.
Because I mean, you know, I think it sucks to be shit on, but it sucks more to shit on someone.
What?
by
That's a very
accident.
zen attitude to have.
It's true though.
You really are a nice person.
I try.
Like you're a great person. That should be the rule. Like
It's
what would
worse.
what's worse? Being shit upon or accidentally shitting on
I
somebody?
agree with her, but I'm a creep.
Yeah.
Like, I agree with her on that one, but I'm a total
Look, I would
pig.
say yeah, having feces on me would be worse than anything.
Danny, what do you think?
You're going to have that when you change those diapers, my friend.
Ah, that's true.
It's
Yeah.
a baby doesn't.
It's still
Yeah, baby
feces.
shit isn't as gross.
We're not talking about that. It's a baby. Dennis, what are you doing?
We're talking about feces.
I know, but you're talking about scat play with babies now.
No, I'm not.
It's got really weird. Dennis.
Adrian, into the mic. What?
You're
Hold
making
on.
it gross.
His mic's not on.
Which one's your mic? I'm sorry.
It's 8.
Just tell me which one.
8.
Okay, comment, Adrian.
Yeah, we were talking about shit on getting on your dick.
I was talking
And you
about
brought
something
baby.
Yeah,
on
that's
you.
what we were talking about, right?
No. We were talking
Yeah,
about
yes, we were.
anywhere.
You were
Whether-
talking
whether
about
it's-
shit on a strap-on.
No.
Yeah, on a
And you
strap on.
said-
She was. She
you
said
said a
somebody dropped
baby.
it on the
You
floor.
said, yeah, you're gonna experience that with your baby.
Why would you say that about a baby?
Because you're going to get it when you change diapers.
I'm
I
not gonna
said.
do that.
You're not going to change diapers?
No, I'm not going to do what you were talking about. That's not part of the process.
Yeah, you don't clean diapers with your penis.
With your
Yes,
penis,
you
will.
can.
What?
Keep
What?
quiet.
No judging.
Yeah.
Paul and his friend Dennis.
Sure, you get in there.
No.
You clean it out. You distract them.
You read me wrong.
Okay, but it just, I think you might have misspoken there.
No.
Okay, so the first time you did, you just kept going. That to me would be humiliating for the guy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I don't want to humiliate him in a bad way. I only want to humiliate anyone the way they want to be humiliated.
You ever spit on someone?
Yeah.
That's pretty common, right?
Yeah, that's pretty common.
That's not an odd thing to. I
No.
kind of like that.
I like it too.
You do?
Yeah. Yeah, being spitting on someone is kind of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The worst is someone has like dry spittle. There's none of it.
Yeah.
And it's just like fucking 4 drops. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
What if somebody spits on you and they have bad breath?
Yeah, that would suck.
Has
but
that
you know
happened?
what? Yeah, it's happened, but like I feel like once I'm getting fucked, I don't like notice things like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like all that stuff goes away.
All that stuff goes away. Yeah, like I could sit here and be like, I don't do this, I don't do that, but like once I'm fucking, I feel like
In the throes of passion?
yeah, in the
I
throes
see.
of passion.
You could ignore a lot.
Yeah.
You lose yourself in it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's hard for me to do that. I keep getting wrapped up in like the room.
In the moment?
Yeah,
You
I can't.
own it?
I can't. No, but I can't get
Never let
into
it
it.
go.
I can't just be free. I told you I was fucking a girl for once. I guess that's a song, but I was fucking a girl one time. I was fucking a girl one time, and my girlfriend was like, her eyes were closed. I'm like, how do you just zone out? I can't do it.
Wait, do you close your eyes or do you keep them open?
No, I just look around. I don't know where to
Maybe you
look.
should try closing your eyes.
I'm a weird guy.
You're just like looking out your window, looking at the ceiling.
I really am terrible.
I mean, I'm a fan of keeping my eyes open, but not like because I'm looking around.
Yeah, like I don't know what to look at. Like she was like, her eyes were closed. She was just enjoying it. I need so much bells and whistles. I was like, I don't know how you enjoy this.
Jess doesn't like it. I leave my eyes open.
Well, of course she has to close her eyes.
Even when we're kissing.
I love
leave my
kissing
eyes-
with my eyes open.
Me
Why do
too.
we close our eyes when we kiss?
I don't
It's
know.
so much
Bizarre.
better when
I
you
never
open
do
them.
that.
Yeah.
I never do that.
And it's like you're like labeled a creep when you keep
Yeah.
them open. But I resent that. You know what? We should start a movement.
Right.
Wait a minute. So
The
you
eyes open movement.
But do
Kissing
you-
with your eyes open.
But do you kiss with your head tilted to the side, or do you face each other straight on?
I mean, I guess it depends. I don't know. I guess you have to tilt a little bit because otherwise your noses would.
Do you want to practice
collide.
kissing?
What?
Do you
no.
practice kissing with a friend?
No,
How
I
old
don't.
are you?
I don't have any.
48.
You're asking questions of like an 11-year-old. Like, are you supposed to tilt your head?
Yeah.
No, I'm asking if he does.
Do you
What's-
do it with your friends?
What's Frenching?
No, I'm asking because I know how I kiss, and I always turn my head and my eyes are closed. I actually do that like a foot before I go in. I turn, eyes closed, then just lunge.
Right.
But I always know. But I to me, it's weird to keep your eyes open.
You got to tilt your head a little bit, otherwise your noses would.
Some people do
smush
that. No,
against
I've
each
kissed
other.
people
Yeah.
who just kiss straight on, and them. It's a really
Stick
weird.
their chins
No,
out.
it's definitely a tilting situation.
You have to.
And then
right?
you have that moment where, okay, you go left and I'll go right, and you laugh.
It's fun.
That oddly doesn't happen. Ever.
It just
Strange,
works out,
isn't
right? But doesn't it take a couple times when you're kissing to get it right? Like it take like to learn the other person's mouth and what they like. It's not always.
Not if you know what you're doing.
That's not true because that's subjective.
I feel like you're really
Not a great kisser.
like sounding
No,
like
I've
you
actually been
never
told-
kissed.
yeah. I really-
I've actually been told I am a
Don't you
good
have to
kisser.
kiss a few dozen times before it's like real? Like
What?
I don't think so.
But you have to. Everyone's different.
You know, I haven't.
That's not true.
I think it's you.
I think it might be.
It might be a combination.
He just tries weird shit.
I stick my tongue out and I wait for their mouth to open. Then I put my tongue in and I go back and forth across their teeth. I have to scrape the bottom teeth, the upper teeth, and I pull my tongue out.
Right.
How do you kiss?
It's a ritual.
You basically kiss like a serial killer.
Yeah, I do.
That's what it sounds like.
Hold on, straight on. I hold their face.
You French, Dennis?
What's that?
No, I never French Dennis. No, but I'm saying when you kiss a person, everyone has, like, I don't like people who are too aggressive with their tongue. I don't like people who don't use their tongue. I kissed a girl one time with a short tongue. It was fucking awful. But I mean, like, there's a little thing, like, every person's mouth is a little bit different. Every person opens their mouth a little differently. Every person uses their tongue a little bit differently. And that's learned. That's not automatic.
But if
like,
you pay
it's
attention.
like getting a blowjob. Every girl sucks your dick a little differently. Every woman wants her
Do
pussy.
we?
Yes. Yes. Every woman wants her pussy eaten a little differently.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's true.
So why should kissing be any different? Like, if you think you know how to eat pussy, like, okay, she likes her clit licked rapidly and harsh.
Yeah.
Then go in the next girl, she's like, ow!
But that's
Yeah.
why sex with girls is so fun, because like we're so picky and so different and
Yeah.
such a challenge. Whereas guys, it's like I feel like I open my mouth and you come.
Yeah.
That's a great motto in life. That's how I feel as a comedian. You didn't like that?
It's like an orgasm of laughs.
Yeah.
An eargasm.
That's right, an orgasm.
So yeah, no, but I think everybody's a little different. It's a learned, and some people
That's
suck
true.
at kissing. I hate
You know
kissing
what?
and terrible kissing.
You know what? I think you're right, actually. There's something to be said about that. Like, I think a good kisser is someone who can adapt to any person's style and kind of like be sensitive enough that you're not opening your mouth too much for someone who doesn't like their mouth open too much. Or
Yeah, and you
etc.
adjust, you adjust a little bit.
But
I mean,
you pay attention, right?
you pay attention,
Yeah.
but it's
Right.
it's learned, and it takes a couple of times. Once
You
in
gotta
a
be a quick
while,
learner, bro.
I mean, I feel
you gotta
like
be a quick
yeah,
learner.
you pretty much learned that within 1 second.
One kiss, yeah.
No,
Figure it out.
No, I'll sit down afterwards. I have a little notebook, and I'll check mouth opening, a distance. We measure. I do measurements. I take the
I'm starting to think
tape
you,
measure.
you might
How
not have.
creepy would that be if you found that notebook? Like
These
Yeah.
are my kissing statistics.
and I'll put a red
3
line.
centimeters open.
Yeah, mouth open
dilated.
too wide, too much saliva, making too much noise.
You may not have great chemistry with most of the people that you're with, Jim.
Well, again, a lot of times it's a one and done. You might be correct.
Yeah, that's probably why.
No, I enjoy kissing. That's very important to me. I love
Yes.
it.
You know, yeah.
I love a good smoocher, and I'll say
You
that
do?
to her. Hope
Yeah.
you smooch proper. But again, what is
Hey,
good?
why
Because
don't
like
you come over and grab a smooch?
I've kissed women who sucked at it, who fucking sucked at it, and I'm like, maybe other guys think they're amazing. I can't.
I don't know.
true. One man's trash is another man's treasure.
Exactly.
I guess so, but I don't think so. The people are bad kissers or good kissers.
That's not. But that's very
No.
subjective.
Yeah, I think that's a really closed-minded way.
It really is. See,
Well-
now all of a sudden she's on Team Jim. At first she was on Team Sam. Now she thinks you're a piece of shit. Good.
Yeah.
See how hurtful that is?
No, don't, you're both pieces of shit.
Thank you.
Don't
That's
worry.
true. We should be sitting perched on a strap on while everybody holds her nose. Just bad boys. By the way, David Cho never gave me a piece of art. I like David a lot. He did it. I did the podcast, and I did. It was so much
what?
fun.
Podcast.
And he's supposed to get a little piece of art. And never got mine. Doesn't he give them to people after they do it?
Is that what he said?
Oh, it's just a lie.
Yeah,
I don't.
God damn
I
it.
mean,
made
I
it
don't
up.
know. I don't know what your guys' deal was.
It wasn't a deal. My manager
just
told me
assumed?
that. My manager told me, like, no, David said I'll give you
Oh.
a joy, a little something.
Oh, then you should probably hit him up for it. I'll ask him.
I don't want anything worth money. He was just going to draw something, and he didn't. So I wouldn't
I
sell
feel
it.
like everything he draws is worth money.
I'm
Yeah.
not. I wouldn't sell it. I mean,
Yeah.
Shepard Ferry's given me a couple of nice things that he signed.
Yeah.
Sabbath. Oh, I'm not going to sell that.
I'm sure he would give you one.
Yeah. What are you looking at, Sam?
Did you guys hear Henry Heimlich is dead?
Who is that?
Oh,
The guy
who's
who
that?
invented the Heimlich.
That guy was alive?
I didn't know
guess
that
so.
either. Danny just wrote that down.
No, he just handed me the whole news story.
No, there's a lot of
hey.
show prep we didn't get through here. too.
That sounds like someone that would have been alive in like 1920.
He was 96.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
By the way, do you know who his nephew was or his grandson?
Who?
Anson Williams from Happy Days, Potsy Weber.
Really?
He was related. It might be an uncle. He was related to Henry Heimlich, and he had something to do with making the Heimlich Maneuver popular. I don't remember what it was. He told it on our show. He also went out with Lyndon Johnson's daughter.
Whoa.
He didn't
If they
fuck
had
her,
a
though.
kid, what a royal
Yeah.
kid.
Wait till you guys hear this. The Heimlich Maneuver is a series of 5 abdominal thrusts designed to dislodge an object blocking the airwaves, even at the age of 92, only 4 years ago. Heimlich battled the American Red Cross, which recommends that 5 back slaps should come before abdominal thrusts. So
Well,
To
maybe
make
there's-
sure that they're not what? Like just,
I don't know.
Why would you battle about
how
that?
did he die?
Choked to death.
Yeah. That would
Choked
be
on a pretzel.
sad.
No.
You got a bee
Uh,
sting.
He had a beat. Yeah, imagine if it was a weird death. He had a stroke while being fucked in the ass.
That would be awesome.
That would be great, right? What an ironic way to die. Help
Yeah.
all these people and you die in such a silly fashion.
You
Or
gotta-
like fucking a horse or something.
Did you ever see Mr. Hands? When he buries the horse dick in the
No.
guy-
What? Is
guy
that porn?
died. It's real. Guy died of a perforated colon. His name was Kenneth Pinion. Boeing engineer. Since you mentioned that, yeah, he died getting fucked in the ass by a horse.
Oh well, that is sad.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a rough
cool.
way
Let's
to
show
go.
it.
It's a rough way to go. We
Damn.
don't. I don't know. If we-
Khartoum.
That's from
Godfather.
Godfather. Okay, so Heimlich died. Yeah, unfortunately, he passed away.
he had a
how old?
heart
95.
96. He had a
Bad
heart
day
attack.
for people in their 90s.
Yeah, I know.
Every day
Zsa
is a
Zsa
bad
Gabor.
day
Yeah,
for people in
So
their
that's
90s.
so that's the three, right? It
called
was
old age.
Alan
Yeah.
Thicke last week, right?
Yeah.
He
This
goes in
isn't. This
three.
isn't the no.
Not
because-
for Heimlich. No.
Goes in-
Yeah,
He
a
didn't
couple
count?
of fucking 90-year-olds died that should have been dead years ago. Like, okay, fine, but
That's
that's
a very
not
close.
like,
That's a very ageist attitude to have.
Is it?
Very ageist.
Yeah, that is.
Doesn't that
no-
mean?
There's,
Also, Zsa Zsa Gabor is Paris Hilton's grandma. Have some respect.
She
No,
dated.
you're right.
She was.
She gave
She
us
was
a
married
lot.
to Conrad
Yeah.
Hilton. That's right. But isn't it
Or is it step grandma?
I'm gonna guess Step.
Oh, okay.
She was married 9 times. She
yeah,
did.
that's
she,
true.
She's
The
your
odds
goal.
are not even in our favor.
no.
I don't think
No.
that's a blood thing. It's more of a
Step.
Yeah, I don't think anybody remembers she was married to fucking.
She's the one that said, "Don't get mad, get even," right? Or is that Ivanka?
I don't know. It's probably one of them. She also would say funny shit on the Tonight Show. Yeah. Like she would say, "I just want a man who's compassionate and understanding." Is that too much to ask of a millionaire? You know, like she was just like one of those, like famous
Right.
for doing nothing but being famous.
And then she was like, "Hey, where's the fuck is my
Oh,
leg?"
apparently it's by Robert Kennedy. Never mind. It wasn't Zsa Zsa
What was the
Gabor.
quote?
Don't get mad, get even.
Oh, right, yeah, he said that right. I think he said that in the kitchen of the fucking the Ambassador Hotel.
We're out of time.
Yes, we are. It was really fun having you on.
Thank you for having me. I had a lot of fun.
You should come back when you're in. If you're in New York
Definitely.
a lot, you
I'm
should.
here all the time now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'd
come
love to
in.
have you back a lot.
fun.
Denny, it was
Definitely.
fine having you in for the first hour as well.
Thank you very
And we'll
much.
plug
You're
your-
saying you didn't do great the
had a
second and
nice
the third
time.
hour?
No, I just meant that the second and third hour you were here, so he was unnecessary, but we were happy to have him.
Oh, I see.
Thank you. It was
did a
nice
good
to
He was,
job.
like he was like a great accessory.
And I think, by the way, home run for Jim Norton sitting in this seat for the
Yeah.
first time in his radio career.
Yeah, I mean, you did great.
I'm not looking for. Come on.
You did
Are
great.
you, like,
Happy
trying out for this
birthday to you.
Sweet. No, what were you saying?
Are you trying out for this position permanently, or?
No, but Sam always does it, and it's like
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
he was away this morning. He could have been. He just
Yeah.
didn't feel like coming in, and
I had to fly back from Pittsburgh
I don't mind doing it. It's fine, but it's like I didn't want to just
Last
have to.
night.
Yeah,
this
today.
morning.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of valid.
Yeah, I would say it's pretty
It
valid,
was, but I was
yeah.
comfortable doing it. We're going to switch off on and off.
cool.
And you're comfortable in that seat. You've been in that seat a million times. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, this is easy.
You look good there.
I'm comfortable
Thank you.
here.
Yes.
Are you comfortable at your desk, Beck?
He's sitting on a dildo, by the way. Terrible joke. And Asa, they can hear your podcast how?
You can
Podcast.
search KFC Radio on iTunes. You can also search for it on barstoolsports.com. And if you want to see me in porn, please go to wickedpictures.com.
Yeah.
Lots of great options.
Tremendous porn star, one of the biggest, and really, you won Best Anal Scene, right? Am I correct? A few years
Yeah,
ago?
I won Performer of the Year in 2013.
And that's a big thing for AVN.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was happy.
Good for you.
Thanks.
And Dennis on the 70s channel.
Yes.
Dennis the
70s on
Menace.
7. Dennis the Menace.
And and Sam, you already know Sam. But
Yeah,
support
yeah,
that wrestling.
Everybody's been cool about
The
it. It's been
pre-show.
awesome,
What's
yeah.
it called? The road gig show, pre-show.
What?
I don't remember.
Roadblock end of the line kickoff show?
Nice.
Yes, check out Sam. They get the YouTube views up, and they'll use them again. And see me New Year's Eve in Tarrytown. We're here tomorrow. We only have 2 more shows, and then we're fired. So Travis, I'm gonna miss you.